the sun went down and our cooking coals were glowing. Down the path came a party hiking, and they said, folks, we're all going. We're yearning for a portal far away in a tavern full of shouting. So join us, friends, and let's descend deep into Under Mountain. Deep into Under Mountain. There run dungeons hot and cold, where the monsters surge and pushes, and the youngest runes are old, where the mimics all lie waiting, and the goblin werebats roost. All the wisps and wasps in the mezzo lost, the hidden pit where we'll all plummet deep into Under Mountain. Deep into Under Mountain, all our blades will sing like choirs, as our arrows strike like drum beats, and our green flame pops and pyres. Our barbarian will stomp a brood as the rogues dance shadow play. Oh, we're sworn to go at a great tempo. We'll chant our spells as we now delve deep into Under Mountain. Deep into Under Mountain, you'll always find new gear, and your old mundane accoutrement can be handed down, don't fear. The magic items you'll attune and the artifacts you'll find. There's armor with gems and weird potions and a propeller hat that lets you ascend deep into Under Mountain. Deep into Under Mountain, the mad wizard stood gates so folks can open portals. He left clues to activate. He has a thing for puzzles and he likes to throw his voice. We're going to delve to where he dwells, to the lowest tower, to seek his power deep into Under Mountain. I'll see you there, the lowest lair, deep into Under Mountain.
Diamonds. I want a girl who can sort a chest. I want a girl with shears that cut and swords that burn through zombie flesh. I want a girl who knows world generation, who crafts furrows and times her attack. She's modding her community. She's flying through the air. She's smelting out impurities and feeding her cat. I want a girl with a lectern and a full cauldron. I want a girl who logs in early. I want a girl who plays till late. I want a girl with unobstructed creativity who uses a tripwire to ruin your day. With shulker boxes organized and lustrous in a tone that will torch you like desert grass. Who crafts furrows and times her attack. She's smelting out impurities and feeding her cat. I want a girl with a lectern and a full cauldron. Whose shield is emblazoned. I want a girl with good enchantments. On some server we will meet incidentally. We'll start to talk as we shoot skeletons. She wants to spawn with biome convenience. She wants a swan that's in good repair. She's changing her end from wither to dragon. She's trading her archery for a trident that's self-repairing. I want a girl with a lectern and a full cauldron.
The summer is past, but your days keep growing longer. There's no wind in your sails, but the storm's blowing stronger. Walking hard, standing tall, keeping your head up through it all. Fighting fires, spinning plates. Goodness, how did it get so late? Lay your head down and dream. Lay your head down and lay your head down and dream. Lay your head down and just let your mind flow downstream. Spread out in a moonbeam. Lay your head down and dream. Joe Hills is filmed before a live streaming audience.
That's us. Howdy, y'all. Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee, and tonight, y'all are my live streaming audience. As you can see, the face camera is already a little bit larger than usual. That is because we did 2 streams earlier today. We had the Minecon Live watch party, so thank you to everybody who hung out for that. That was a real fun time, drawing along and chatting along as we got to watch the big unveiling of a Caves and Cliffs update without a bunch of stuff in it that we were looking forward to. But it will still be here eventually. And you know what? Honestly, this has been a rough year for everybody. So, you know, I know it's easy to be like, I've had a rough year. I'm impatient. But you know what? Mojang, the people who work there, they've had a rough year too. And you know what? If they need to postpone some stuff to keep everybody sane, fine. Doesn't mean everybody's going to be happy about it, but nobody's happy about anything anyway. So let's just all lay down and sob rather than like stand up and shriek, just as a favor to those around us. You know, like let's just do that. That's just nice to think about. Yeah. Just everybody being sad instead of everybody being mad. It's fine. Or even better, we can enjoy what other good things we have in life. We can count the blessings we have. You know, some people like to count sheep before bed. Other people like to think about, like, how fortunate they are in other ways. I can't really do either of these things. I have to, like, mentally design insane creative things until I pass out. But, you know what? To each his own. There's a sheep now. You can count that. Yay, there's a second one. Boom. I hope I'm not putting you all to sleep already. But I did say to lay your head down and dream. So whatever. You know what? And in terms of blessings, let's stop and smell the roses. What? That's not a rose anymore. They changed it. Mojang, you're changing everything. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, you could be flying away on a balloon. So, yeah. Let's just be grateful for that. I am excited about that deep, dark, ancient city thing. The brand new ancient cities will definitely be a fun addition to the game. Also, I should mention that because of the tips earlier, we're actually not $20 even away from the next expansion like we normally would be at the beginning of a fresh stream. We are 19 away from the beginning of the stream. Or not the beginning of the stream, the next face camera expansion. How far are we from the beginning of the stream? I guess we are one checklist song. So why don't we run through the checklist real quick and see what we got to do to get this stream started. Oh no, it's getting dark too.
8:30 p.m. the usual streaming setup.
Turn on the lights, make sure they're bright and gleam. Title and tweet, pour water, tank top, and chroma. OBS seems all set, so I click start the stream, and so I'll pause, fold in, and open VLC. I'll pick 2 songs before, lay your head down and dream. I'll say that's us to y'all, Joe Hills from Tennessee. Folks asking when will my stream begin?
After Howdy, it's items and chest tools breaking.
Pickaxe and poof while talking to you professional Minecrafter here, there's no mistaking. So I'll click craft it quick and build time and champ pick, then I'll replace the books in random chests with care. I'll pour my winery, I'm sure there's blocks somewhere, and then I'll hush and hush and hush and hush chat swear. Not any closer to recording. Folks keep asking and asking and asking and asking, when will my stream begin? Seriously, y'all, I need to record this next episode I've been working toward. I can't edit without footage, no. Once I'm all geared up, maybe we can start the show. That's right, I think we can indeed start the show. So using the magic of an eraser, let's go ahead and remove that setting up stream now. Boom! Stream start. Actually, you know what? From a typographic standpoint, that wasn't very good, right? We don't want to just say boom, 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 boom. We want to feel it, right? How do you do that? How do you feel it? You know, maybe we actually need to go like get some real zazz in there. Boom. Boom. See? Then I can wear that like little sunglasses over my eyes. If I get my eyes far enough away from the camera and in the right position. No, there's no way to get that there. Okay, well, we tried. Core concept. This feels a lot more aggressive. And, you know, that counts for something. So, let's get started. Okay. I am not John Denver's cousin. Does John Denver even have cousins? I don't know. That's not the sort of thing I really keep up with, is celebrity cousins and stuff. Okay, so this tower has a few things weird about it. One, directly over this door, there's actually more windows. We're mostly punching in windows today. And you might say, wait, over what door? Where do these windows go? Joe, this is just too complicated. Okay, I'm a visual learner. Well, good news, everyone. Well, actually, good news, visual learners. Too bad, rhetorical learners. Let's get this glue out of the way. So, above that door... Nope, nowhere near it. Yes, thank you, a loud dog. Let's zoom in here. So, above that door there... Dang it. Drifting camera... Above this door, mouse, stop moving. That's not where the line... How did I fall? Core concept. Above that door, there's the door. There will be a window. That's too big. There will be a window. Nope. Once I get good at this, through practice, this is going to start being really impressive, y'all. This is going to be so impressive in a year and a half when I'm actually good at this. Yeah, so we need 2 windows. We need a 3-pane... No, we need a 2-pane window here. Yeah, we need a 3-pane window here. See? And then on the tower there will be a tiny window right about there. And another tiny window right about there. And then... Okay, Mr. Potato, you gotta stop spamming. Also, I'm pretty sure you're not actually the real Mr. Potato. So, you know, if you're gonna spam and impersonate somebody, that's 2 strikes at once. And just like in, I don't know, Baseba, 2 strikes and you're out. There's the 2 L's that are missing in Baseba at the end. Those are the 2 strikes that are out. So anyway, then we need to have windows on that side of the tower. Oops, that's too far. More like that and that. Right here. It's going to be behind there. So we need to have these 2 stealth windows in as well. So let's go ahead and get started on those windows now. Now this overlay is going to be immediately worthless as soon as we move. So we're just going to erase it. And then we're going to draw a nice happy cobweb down here for Spider-Tines Day. Everybody likes Spider-Tines Day. Dee 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 dee. Is that showing up at all? Kind of. There we go. Now it's in frame. Yay, cobweb. And we can even stretch that out that way like that, and that way like that, and that way like that. And have it join to here. Yay, spiders. Okay, My Kettle Lab says, why are you already big in the camera? Because people were tipping earlier today, and so we are currently 19 away from the next face camera expansion. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. So, in terms of how high up this next window needs to be, it needs to be level with these, and it needs to be 3 wide. So this is a little awkward here, the way this is. For this to be 3 wide, we're probably going to have to hug this wall here, which I maybe don't entirely love. That's going to be kind of awkwardly tight, but we also need to get tinted glass to complement the black stained glass. So let's grab some tinted glass here. Oh, actually, while we're over here, I have grabbed a bunch of dripstone teeth that we need to turn into dripstone blocks and then consolidate into our dripstone box. Yay, we did it. We had a pleasant rhyme. I hope you all enjoyed it and had a pheasant to eat on time. Dang it. Ugh, stupid ender pearls. Okay, we're also almost out of ender pearls. Welcome, Sammy. I am glad that you are enjoying the spooky overlay. Also the spider web. Okay. So, welcome, Yama Monster. Glad you could join us. The ender pearl has been caught up inside the web. Okay, so this one is, 3 high, single width panes. No crossbar or anything. Where's my axe? And my blade. Okay, so we're going to go outside with the tent. And we're going to go inside with the black stained glass. Whoops, wrong one. Great. Okay. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Iskall has not gotten me my 1,000-day medal or my 1,500-day medal yet. Okay. Hey, Dom2009. Glad you are enjoying the streams. This is ground control to Major Tom. You really made the grade. Bum 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 bum. bum. Okay, so this one up here is a double with, it looks like it's going to be 3 high, no crossbar. So that's pretty easy. Tossing these 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. It's just me on the server at the moment. Okay. Yeah, so the awkward thing about moving the 3 over to the right is that we actually need to have windows in the side of the tower right there. So. Bum, bum, bum. Hey, we just got a tip rolling in from Benjamin. Thank you, Benjamin, who says, this is my settlement payment as a class member in the Google Plus profile litigation. Did that finally pay out? Well, thank you for sharing that with me. I appreciate that, Benjamin. Oh boy, that Google Plus profile case, that was like 2007 or something that started. No, like 2009, 10? Either way, it was a while ago. But yeah, thank you, Benjamin, for supporting the show. That puts us 17 away from the next expansion. And tips are welcome via paypal.me/Joe Hills and YouTube Super Chat. Google Plus profile litigation. There's a name I haven't heard in a long time. Okay, so yeah, the reason that we didn't want to have that there is because we have to have, or have that too close, is we have to have these little awkward too tall windows right here, and then again up there, and that would look really kind of bad. If I get to 2,000 days, I'm gonna expect a special award from Iskall. Even if he's like, I'm taking a break or whatever. I don't know if he's actually formally taking a break or if he's just busy. But okay. Dear Etho, Iskall owes me a thing and you live with him, so I'm gonna foreclose on your base. Okay. No, never take things away from Etho. It doesn't go well. It's like, you know, when the dog has like the shank of turkey and you're like, you know, that really wasn't for you to eat. The dog already has it. Just let him have it. Just let him have it. Don't take anything away from Etho. Okay. But yeah, it would be funny. I wonder if I could foreclose on Iskall's half of the base for non-payment of that metal. Who would I take that to? Is there anybody close to a judge or a sheriff or anything on the server this season? I also have the IOU I could use. That's true. Oh, I take that to Evil Asuma. Yeah, I'll take it to Evil. I'll use my IOU with Evil Asuma to get Iskall to pay up, even if it requires foreclosing on the base. I'm glad that your cats are in wild disarray, Badger. That only bodes well for the rest of society. It'll all be fine, they said. Okay. So, we've lowered... Wait, is that the first window that we lowered? Okay, so if that's the first window, the second window needs to be level roughly with the top of that. But wait, the top of that is... Wait. I am nonplussed with this. How many days have I been without flying? 1533 now. Okay. Yeah, apparently making box sofas on your bed will attract cats. That's good to know. What mob did I vote for? The Glare, for all the good it did me. And then the Cub Fan Golem, for all the good it did me. So, maybe, you know... Dang it, I had a thing for this. There is this whole thing that Hunter S. Thompson wrote about the Vietnam War and why it'll be so difficult to ever get the young people to vote again. And I'm like, I could just repackage this for the mob vote and it would work. I mean, I didn't do that because I'm not a terrible person who's going to equate the mob vote in Minecraft to the Vietnam War. But, like, if I were, like, I think it's the sort of thing where people would be mad at me, but it might not be not funny. I don't know. It's better not to. Okay. So, here we go. We've got to do multiple sets of pairs of windows around this part of the tower here. So, we've got how many pairs of windows around the top of this? Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so 8. Does that gonna count? Double check that? Yeah. So we've got 16 windows around the outside of this. Now, the actual diameter here, or not diameter, the actual perimeter here is probably not even 16 blocks. Oh no, it's exactly 16 blocks. Oh, that's brutal. Okay, so there's gonna be no way... There's going to be no way to properly get these windows in here. Unless, so we would need this to have a diameter, or not a diameter, a circumference. Oh my gosh. A circumference of 16 plus 7, so that's 23 blocks. Boy. I'm not sure we could even add 7 blocks to this and have it come out round. What level of Joe opacity are we at? Good question. Let me check the filters here. We are currently at 42% Joe opacity. Do-do-do-do. Okay. So... Yeah, I'm going to assume, based on your name, that you're not just rolling in here to break the rule about unrelated questions, but that you're also trying to trick me into reading your name. So I'm just going to ban you. Next problem. Okay. So, one option we can do is we can replace these double windows with single windows. So at that point, we've got 16 around here, and that'll probably look roughly all right. Especially if most of the windows are on the diagonal, because then they'll average out to 1.4 windows. And that might just work, actually. Okay, yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to put in 8 windows on the diagonals here. And they'll average out to the number of windows we need. Kind of. No, they still won't be enough. But it'll be almost close enough to where... Like, at a certain point, we need to just have this thing making progress. We can't redo the build 800 times. Dang it. Yeah, what we really should have done is gone up from the inside here. Because that'll be... Whoa, did I see a creeper? No, it's the jump boost things. These green glare... not glares. These green sparkles effects, particle effects, freak me out sometimes. Oh, boy. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You know, I feel like one bed can be enough for 2 cats, but, you know, maybe I'm just not... I don't know. So let's see how that looks up there. That doesn't look blatantly wrong. Let's remove that crossbeam while we're waiting for the sun to set anyway. Welcome, Alex's. I mean, that's pretty close to accurate now. We need to add other side windows that are going to be too high. They're slightly offset under these. Let's look at this again. Hold on. Okay. Well, these are differently leveled. Oh, because it's like a stairwell probably, so they're offset from each other as they go up. Hey, welcome, Maury. Glad you could join us. I hope you had a fun D&D game. Okay, so this is going to be like really awkwardly in the corner here. So this is 2 over, and then this is going to be 2 over here. And these are some wild and wacky windows, I'll tell you. Oh boy. So there's one that's like almost level with this door here. And then there's another one that is... Oh, that's like 1 block higher than it. A lot of these little windows. We didn't do a lot of these tiny windows at first because they're not super noticeable. But in the grand scheme of things, you really have to eventually knock them out, or the build won't be coherent. Dang it, sand. So this one then needs to be underneath there by 2, I think. And that one, the next one up needs to be about the same. It needs to be offset from that one by 2. How do I feel about the new update? I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. It might not have everything I want, but nothing I get ever has everything I want. Why would I expect this to be different? Okay. Yeah, so those little tiny windows are going to work, I think. Okay, so yeah, we've got this big tower in here, as well as these side windows on either side of it. Yeah, this is feeling better and better. I'm seeing also Cleo, I think, started doing some work on the driveway with the crenellations, which you can see down there. So she started experimenting with that a bit. Okay. The Mojang give Joe Hills everything he wants for a change challenge. Oh, it's fine. Okay. You know what? Maybe we should draw something caught in the spider web. That would be fun. You know what? In honor... Oh, wait. No, we can't do that. I was going to say, in honor of the stream today, let's see, what little... Maybe we could draw that little angel baby, the Ale. It's got like a body like this, right? And then it kind of goes up like that. Up like that. It's got like little eyes. Is that it? Is that what it looks like? Am I even close? Ale, ale, ale. Tu y yo, el mundo está del pie. Go, go, gol. Ale, ale, ale. Ale, ale, ale. Is it about to be eaten by a spider? I'll never tell. Nailed it. Thank you, London Matthews. I'm glad. Yeah, it's funny because now when I'm playing Minecraft, I've actually got the pen in my hand, the stylus in my hand the whole time I'm playing. Because I got very good at using a mouse with a stylus in my hand back when I was doing a lot of poster design work at one of my first jobs. And so even though I haven't done that for like 10 years, it's just so natural to just keep the pen in my hand. Hey, welcome, Guillermo Raiders. That might be that might be the Spanish way to say William. Who knows? I learned that from Flight of the Conchords. No. That's, I can't even spell welcome at this point. Welcome, Guillermo Raiders. Woo. Boom. But yeah, in, not Flight of the Conchords. What We Do in the Shadows, Guillermo is, William in Spanish. Yay. It's like I'm learning things from a show about vampires that takes place in Staten Island. How's the build going? It's coming along. I mean, it's so big. There's a lot to do. I'm mostly just putting in windows today. Do I have a favorite Flight of the Conchords song? You know, I really like the Rhymenoceros versus Hippopotamus rap battle. I'm the mother flippin' rhinoceros. I've got bird on my back. Wait, no. Wait. It's like, I haven't watched Flight of the Conchords also in like 13 years, but it's like, I'm the hippopotamus. My lyrics are bottomless. But they also have a good one. It's been so long since I heard the songs. So the thing is, there are some shows where I love them so much that I watched them like 20 times on repeat, and then I kind of took a break and then never went back to them because I saw them so many times. I don't need to see them again, but that doesn't mean I remember all the songs. But one of their songs is about how hard it is to make a living, and one of the lyrics is something like, "You're turning kids into slaves just to make cheaper sneakers. But what's the real cost? 'Cause the sneakers aren't getting that much cheaper. What exactly are your overheads?" But yeah, it's just like, because you think they're coming in with this moral argument of what's the real cost of forcing children to manufacture sneakers. But they're like, what's the real cost? Because they're the same price. And so clearly, even though you're turning kids into slaves to produce them, you're not really managing your finances well. It's just like, that was just such a interesting twist in a song. But yeah, Cleo and I are working on this build together. She has been doing some armor stand magic to get these windowsills and little awnings on here. And, yeah. But yeah, we've got a little Ale from Minecraft Live over here in our spider web. Woo! He says, hello. Hello. I'm an Ale. Whoops, that was his eye. Is there a dropper tool so I can select the color I had before? Yeah, I don't know if these guys actually have mouths. Also, like, would it make it more distinctive if I added some shading to the body and the wings, maybe? Yeah, like, there we go. Maybe let's give him a neck. I don't know, do they have necks? That's kind of like a beard. I don't know. Woo! He's going back down here in the lower corner. Getting closer? Okay. Oh yeah, the robot song. The distant future. The year 2000. The distant future. The distant future. It's like that show came out in 2009. That was not the distant future even back then. Okay. Kason Johnson says, Joe gets closer to the screen every time I join live. Well, so basically tips make the camera get bigger when we hit certain milestones. We are currently $17 away from the next face camera expansion, and tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. Uh-oh, sun's getting real low. Low. Ah, spiderweb. Okay. Day 1534. No Wings Club. No Wings Club time. Also, I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be windows on this wall that I just haven't gotten to. Might as well. Getting windows in all the other walls. So I'm going to hold up my HermitCraft model here, which is hard to see when the camera gets this big. But, okay. Oh, wow. That's why we haven't done that wall yet. Okay, this has an entire, like, elaborate, like, bay window thing here. And so it's going to need... So we've got the two doors, and I don't think they're quite centered. But you know what? Actually, they're not centered in real life, maybe, either. But this thing is supposed to be centered. Hey, Jay Patel, tippin' 5. Thank you so much for supporting the show as I go live. That puts us 12 away now for the next face camera expansion. Tips are always welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. So thank you, Jay Patel, for making this all possible. Okay, so if we are gonna... Let's get some torches out here. So this is 1, 2 from that side. 1, 2 from that side. We need 6. Okay, so that means that this bay window thing is gonna be about here. And it needs to start... Oy. It's a little strange on this model, but I think it needs to, oh boy, I'm getting tired already. I think it needs to start about here. So we might need to make some of these fancy birch logs if we don't have them already. That's stripped oak, stripped oak. Do we have any of the fancy stripped birch? No, we don't. But let's make some real quick. So we're going to need at least 12, maybe? I don't know. Hey, welcome, Marcelam. Glad you could join us. And we're going to come in at the same level, or at the level below those windows. So it's going to come in there. 1, 2, 1, 2. So it kind of creates a whole thing here. Kaysen says, are you originally from Nashville? Nope, I moved here when I got into Vanderbilt University, or Vanderbilto Daigaku, back in 2004. So how high should these be? These should be almost to the height that those begin. Okay, so we're going to keep an eye on that. That might be 5 high. Yeah, that's looking about right. But yeah, I got accepted into college here, and I moved here from rural Middle Tennessee, Tullahoma, Tennessee in particular. Okay, so now we can take some of these sand blocks here and put them there. Then we're going to have another row of windows, assuming I've done this correctly, which we're going to find out right now. Yeah, Kiwi Girl, I've been making an actual papercraft model of the castle. If I lean really far back in my chair, because the camera is so big at this point, you can see the papercraft model. Cleo and I have been streaming, working on our papercraft models for something like 4 hours a week for 6 or 7 weeks. So I've got this elaborate papercraft model now that I am looking at to figure out where the windows need to go. It's a lot easier to see if I look at the sky in game, though. So let me look at the sky. So you have this nice blue background there. Boom! Papercraft model. Papercraft model of the castle. Papercraft model. So the thing that we're working on right now is right here. Yeah, it's hard to show. But yeah, it's directly below my finger that I'm tapping with. Directly below there. You can see there's kind of a set of windows that pop out a little bit. So that's what we're doing. Okay. Did I finish college? Yes. It was a lot of work, but I did it. I have a university degree from Vanderbilt University. And so I got to follow my dreams and become an entertainer, even though having a degree doesn't necessarily get you into entertainment. Okay, so wait, this is going to start those at the same level. I think I actually... No, I think I want to go 1 higher here. An estimate of how long I've been working on this castle. I don't know. Probably 6 weeks. What? I'm out of the dark glass. We gotta go get more. Maybe 12 weeks? 6 to 12 weeks. Somewhere in there. Yeah, that's a papercraft model that I got online, but I've been building the papercraft model too. I didn't order that and came in done. I've been building the papercraft model in real life and building the Minecraft model in Minecraft. Okay, so this is going to start at this level. That's at least 3 blocks high again. Maybe 4, but 3 at least for sure. This project, we've had to move a lot of things and make a lot of adjustments as we go, because we didn't do this in creative mode first. We did it in papercraft first. And so then any changes that we need to make on the fly, we're making. Like, this entire diagonal and that part of the castle I've moved twice, which is one of the reasons this is taking so long. But I think at this point I've got everything figured out, so I shouldn't have to do it again. Like, the things I'm doing now should be the last time I have to do them. But then again, I thought that with the other stuff the other times. Why papercraft and not creative? Because we wanted to spend less time looking at screens. If you can stream for 4 hours... Okay, so if streaming for 2.5 to 3 hours looking at a monitor gets really taxing, but with crafting stuff, you can stream for like 4 to 5 hours just looking at paper and stuff. If you're not constantly looking at a monitor, it doesn't wear you out as much. So we could do longer streams and have fun hanging out longer. Mostly we just liked hanging out longer. And this was the best way to do it. So then there's going to be a window right here as well. So then we're going to come over to this side and do that too. So we've got these two windows that are going to be on either side of this as the copper thing comes up. And yeah, I think that person was just driving by to promote their channel. That is a quick ban. No problem. Okay, so now what we need to do is we need to get the copper for the we need copper stairs for this part of the roof here. Yazi says we had a 6-hour crafting stream one week. Yeah, we did. Papercraft is way easier to stream for extended periods of time. Did you finish college? Yeah, but at what cost? Well, yeah. This is a slow chill stream because everybody's tired from Minecraft Con Live. Also, a lot of the regular chatters here participated in a 1 hour parade route build contest for a Halloween thing. Let me pull up that real quick. I'm going to link a thread full of pictures. People had... I told them the theme in advance so they could prep builds, but they couldn't build them on site until the contest. They had 1 hour to build these builds for this parade float contest. And these Halloween parade floats in this thread, don't just click the first tweet. Read through all of them. The first tweet shows kind of some overviews of the entrance, but like I got some pretty good pictures of the individual winners and stuff. Like a lot of the folks who normally are very active in chat were spent 2 hours on that contest because there was like 1 hour of actual build time, but there was a bunch of like intro and outro and judging and stuff. So I'm not surprised a lot of people are not busy chatting today. Because once again, it's hard to look at a screen all day. We had Minecon Live, we had that build contest, and now we have this. But seriously, those builds absolutely floored me. I had, like, honestly, if you told all the hermits that they had 1 hour to build something, I don't know that we would do a good job of preparing as well as the folks prepared here. We would probably fly by the seat of our pants, and the builds would not be this good. I was genuinely like, wow, these are next level. And like, you know, it was one of those things where like I didn't really know how to explain that to our guest judge Rebecca because she hasn't seen a lot of Minecraft build stuff. But like I was just like, this is really good. It was like, and here I'm going to say this because not because I had any doubt in the community, but like, let me just talk a little bit about process. Sometimes when I'm doing something brand new, I'm worried on some level that I'm going to make a mistake in the planning that's going to cause everybody else to have less fun. And the idea of having a parade float build contest where everybody only had 1 hour to build the parade floats in survival mode. Because normally when we would do build contests, we would do creative build contests. This was the first survival mode timed build contest I've ever run. And I was just absolutely terrified that 60 minutes was going to not be enough, that the contestants would be mad at me, and that our judge, who, you know, it's like I'm bringing in a guest judge to take a look at this stuff and see the community for the first time, would just be like, wow, I've got to pretend to be nice about this because Joe, you know, brought me in here, but like, this is disappointing. But like, I was genuinely worried. I was like, maybe I've screwed up by only having an hour for a survival build contest. Because survival is hard to build in. You know, look at this. Like I said, this is 8 weeks of work. But like these floats that people built in just 1 hour were so spectacular. Thank you for restoring my faith in myself. Kindleus says, I know I went as basic as I could for the parade. The thing is, though, Kindleus, your build was still incredibly awesome. Like, and it was detailed in a way that I wouldn't think to be detailed in 1 hour. Like, it was definitely, yeah, you understood that there was a time limit and you worked within it, but you didn't do a bad job. You did a great job. Everybody did a great job. There was no build there where I was like, oh, I feel bad for that person because everybody else did so well. It was shocking how good every single contestant was. I was genuinely just thrilled. It went so much better than I expected or hoped it could. Which, once again, is not me having any lack of faith in y'all, but me just assuming, like, on some level, I screwed this up. And we'll find out how when we get there. Womp womp. But yeah, it was so good. So now we need to dig out the back of that so that the windows will work. So we've got these 6, and it starts about 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 6 up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Yay, sand. Okay, well, I did the math wrong on some of this. Yeah, we're gonna leave those blocks that are the markers for where things go for right now. Yeah, you and Madeline did great, Michael. It was a great time. But yeah, I had allotted like 8 minutes for judging, and that was one thing I screwed up. I had to add some extra music during the judging period. Although we did get rated too, so maybe we would have been fine with the judging time if I didn't take a minute and a half to welcome the raiders. But yeah, I did have to add a little bit of time to the judging period because it was like, there's so many good ones. It's hard to, and I'm terrible at ranking things anyway. I was kind of hoping if all of the Hot Nudge streamers had been available, my plan was that I would just MC and that the 3 of them would be the judges. But since Anna and Jane were in the Fox City Pinball Tournament, only Rebecca was able to join us. But Rebecca, of the 3, is the one that loves Halloween the most. So that worked out well, you know? And, okay. So, yeah, I had a great time. Rebecca had a great time. Y'all were incredible. So thank you. That was really fun. Like, yeah. I was a little, like I said, I was a little out of my comfort zone in terms of organizing a tournament in survival with rules like that. But y'all understood the rules, and you planned around it, and you made it work. So even I couldn't ruin it. I appreciate that. That's nice. Okay, let's go ahead and take out some of this as well while we're up here. Yeah, Kindleless, your build had a lot of forethought. Yeah, it might not have been the largest, but it definitely had a lot of heart. But like the tractor, even though the tractor wasn't the focus of the float, it was such a good tractor. Like, if I spent 2 hours on a tractor, I don't know that I would have come up with a tractor that good. And it's so neat seeing how different members of the community excel in ways that I could never, or maybe I could if I put my mind to it, but like, I haven't had to. But y'all are already just out there doing great, and it's so fun to see. Okay. So this whole thing is going to look a lot better with both of these big windows opposite each other. We're going to have that, we're going to have a similar roof to that one on this side. Okay. Well, Kindleless says, thanks, but it was a challenge outside my comfort zone. Well, you nailed it. Okay, so we've got these oxidized cut copper here. Make room for the valuables chest. Slide that back in here. Hey, Jill Jackson. Woo! Are you for real? Welcome to a HermitCraft stream now with Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Wow. Okay. We are currently working on some of the windows on this build, as always. But I mean, it's... Look at this. This is so much better. This could have been better earlier, maybe. But I'm making it better now. And this might need some sort of slabbing or stairs or something underneath here. I haven't worked that out exactly. Wow. There were exciting Minecon Live updates. I think, though, before we work on this side of the roof, we're going to go back over there, and we're going to look more closely at how we nailed this one. Because I'm really happy with how that diagonal roof came out. So let's grab these. And we're going to head this way a little bit. Okay. So it looks like we alternated one standard block, one stair. And then one standard block, one stair. Have the stairs meet there. Yeah, this is gonna work. This is gonna work. Okay. To the ground. Hey, look, these vines already grew. That's helpful. Okay. So, to make this work, we're going to purl up here. We are not going to have enough single blocks here. Okay, so we're going to retrieve some of these down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't actually know how many we need, but 9 feels like a safe starting point. Another starting point, a copper block cut up. Oh no, I'm out of ender pearls, I need enough. Oh wait, I had a stack that was waiting there. I didn't see it though, I missed it anywhere. Womp bump a dum bum 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 bum. Wait, where's all the stairs? I thought I pulled out a bunch of stairs. While we wait on that. There they are. It's something unpredictable that in the end was right. I hope you had the time of your life. I hope you mind the craft of your life. I was gonna say, Saturday, a lot of times we'll actually do singing as kind of a thing on the streams. I'm not sure how I did this part here, but it might have been, I feel like it was like that. And then what I did next was, I think I had it come in 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I had it come in like this, and that, and then 1, 2, and then another 2. Yeah, that'll do it. So we need just 2 more blocks. Get those cut. Oxidized cut copper blocks are gonna look real swell. Gonna make this great like AOL. No! Misplaced block. No! Is that the falling down the stairs sound in Theater of Magic? When did they yell no in Theater of Magic? Is it when you do the falling down the stairs ball log? No! That feels like a Theater of Magic call out. Somebody in the Discord might know. Welcome, Ahime Angel. Glad you could join us. You know, I might actually bring that up. Nightcrawler says, what's up with the weird close-up overlay? Oh, yeah, that's the face camera. The face camera gets bigger. Whoops, that's the wrong link. That's a link to the people doing the cool builds earlier. You can click that link if you want cool builds. But tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. And when the every time we hit a $20 tipping milestone, well, we're at $20 now, the face camera gets bigger. We are currently 12 away from the next face camera expansion. Just an Epic Player says, why do you have this overlay, man? Wait, which one? The camera overlay or this one? This one. Question mark. Good Q. That's short for question. That overlay? Which overlay? Hi, this overlay is my face. It's an interactive overlay. People used to tell me, Joe, if you ever want to be a professional YouTuber or a streamer, you got to have a way to let people know that, you know, you appreciate their tips, like a dynamic overlay. And I said, I already have a dynamic overlay. I've got my face. My face is very dynamic. And then they're like, no, Joe, the overlay needs to get bigger when people give you money. Or not bigger, but like it needs to show when people give you money. And so I said, oh, okay, well, what if I just make the face camera bigger when we hit certain tipping milestones? And then they were like, no, Joe, the overlay needs to show numerically when people give you money. And so then I got this abacus. And, you know, so like, it's like, oh, how many monies do we need to get to the next expansion? We need 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. See, 12 abacus beads to get to the next face camera expansion means $12. And then people stopped telling me what to do at that point because they were like, well, clearly it's not going to help. We cannot tell this man what to do in a helpful or constructive way. I was like, you can tell me what to do in a helpful or constructive way, but I won't respond in a helpful or constructive way. Because that's my grace. I want to live my grace and walk my truth. So, anyway. But yeah. I'm thinking we add just a little bit more to get that out a little bit. Like, let's maybe remove these two and have it come up a bit here. Like, just hear me out. So we bring that up like this, and then over here maybe. Ah, yeah, that's gonna look way better. Sorry, Panatrosa. Okay. Yeah, that feels a little bit more natural. That's the Joe Hills difference. Hey, speaking of which, we just got a tip rolling in from Cameron, who says, since I learned you keep more money through PayPal, that is how I will tip. Well, thank you very much, Cameron. Let's go ahead and get that abacus out here. Boom. We can move these 2 beads and these 3 as well. That puts us 7 away from the next face camera expansion. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. Okay. Put a light source inside the copper blocks because mobs will spawn. Well, the thing about that is we're actually about to go remove the back wall of that. So we're going to remove that sandstone there. So this won't have a floor for mobs to spawn on. So we are going to accomplish the goal that you stated by taking alternate means. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. See? Boom. Well, when the face camera expands, it also gets slightly more transparent, which we call lowering the opacity. Okay, and then that's going to be opposite that one, and then I'm falling down to my death. Anybody want my death? Usually there's a bunch of mobs down here, but this time it's only one Enderman who I know better than to look at. But anyway, can we actually... I think the angle on this might be slightly off, but... Hey, there we go. Yay, we did it. So we can knock out that scaffold now. So let's take a look at how this interior part of the courtyard looks. We've added windows alongside there. We've added windows on here. Yeah, this is part of our base. So our mega base is a combination of a castle and a castle village surrounding. So if we go out this way here, we have all sorts of buildings. Like Cleo started on a church. She's got a little farmhouse there. I have my starter house. We've got our dripstone farm. We've got the smithy. We've got the Drawn and Courtier Inn, based on the Acquisitions Incorporated C-Team base. And then we've got the castle. So the idea is that by the time the season ends, we'll have the castle and a bunch of buildings around it that all serve different purposes. And so, like, the smithy is where our mega smelter is. The brewery in the back of the inn is where all these brewing gets done. You know, that sort of thing. Cleo's farm, there's actually, like, a cattle farm underneath there. The church has a bunch of bees in the gravestones called zombies that make wax for beeswax for candles. And then, yeah, we've got the big castle here. So the whole mega base is a castle and the kind of surrounding area. It's not just one giant building. It's a complex of structures, which might not be as simple as what some people like this little alley down here. Who's caught in a spider web? Ah, let me go. I'm stuck in here. I'm tired of this. Free me. Free me. But you know what? What does a Minecraft spider look like? I could probably draw a Minecraft spider from memory, right? It would be like rectangular, like, and its body would go out like this. It's like dark. It's like a dark black rectangle, and it would have red eyes. Red eyes, I said. Red. Boom. And let's add some extra legs. Yeah, there we go. Poor alley. So. It's like a regular spider, but more square. Exactly. So, unfortunately, from up here, you can't really see too many of the details we added, but that little bay window there actually does stick out okay. So, yeah, that's fun. And this tower looks way better with all the windows in. Let's go ahead and... Yeah, the higher up we get, we're not necessarily going to get a better view of the windows. Uh-oh. Is the sun getting real low? It is. But, yeah, as we climb here, you can really see... Originally, when we started on this, the black roof really didn't look good with the light stone, like the sandstone and stuff, but as we add the black windows, it actually really comes all together. Uh-oh. Dang it, that's really wasteful. I climbed up there so I could slow fall down. Like this! Yay. Now we're doing it. Stupid offhand ender pearl. Okay. Am I the only one on the server tonight? Yeah, well, I mean, it is Saturday night, and everybody had a big day with Minecon. I'm actually kind of a little bit worn out myself. Like, after dinner, I was just completely knocked out. Ugh. So, I'm probably not going to go too much later, but I hate not getting any progress on the build. I wanted to see if I could get some of this done. You know what? While I'm here, this window actually should be slightly different. Let's look at how this goes. So, yeah, so this window we need to alternate so it's not just all the, when we first did this, we hadn't figured out the trick that I'm using where we're mixing the tinted glass and the black glass. And also, I think we made this actually a little bit too high. So we're going to lower the height on this. And we're going to make room to put in... There's a little kind of mixed window right here. No! Stupid offhand under pearl. Okay, so then we can come down here and mix this up again. Dang it, wrong glass. Correct glass. Okay. Yeah, okay. So that one actually should match that one now. Oh, it doesn't quite because it's fine. That's fine on the whole. But yeah, we definitely need to lower that one. And just says, what's the difference between tinted and black glass? Well, the thing is, if we use different glasses, then Optifine won't do the connected texture here, right? So the goal is to get the seam down the center. You see how the center of that has that seam there? Yeah. Wrong glass again. So now they've got a slightly different tinge to them, but they've also got this nice seam that makes it look like there's ironwork holding the two together. Okay, so this is the level that actually needed to end at. So we're going to lower that. Oh, yeah, that's way closer to where it should be on the model. Now that Dang it. Mr. Hardluck, sorry that you didn't win your wrestling bout, but I hope you had a good time. We definitely missed you and Queen Dark Lady at the build contest, but I know that your career has to come first. Okay. I'm guessing, though, that like in wrestling, even if you don't win, if you are entertaining while you wrestle, you know, it's still good for your career to get out there. So hopefully you had a good round or bout. I don't know what the word for series of rounds is. Okay. I mean, this is really starting to feel like some sort of castle. Welcome, Shaco Lamb, who says, I'm tuning in. He's tuning in. Welcome. Okay, so there's kind of two ways that we can go about this at this point. Like, I feel like we made good progress on the parts of this that I wanted to make progress on. There are a lot of things that still need progress on the backside of the building here that, like, require maybe more complex math and geometry than I am mentally equipped for with my current level of exhaustion 3 streams into the day. So part of me is like, well, we could start doing simpler tasks for the remainder of the stream, or maybe I call it a night. But if we're going to do simple tasks for the remainder of the stream, I do need to take a hydration break because this is empty. Other than the ice that melted since I last took a sip. Now it's empty. It's 10:18 now. Just doing some math. We did 2 hour... We've done 4 hours of streams before we started this one, so we're at 5.5 hours of stream. I could probably do another 40 minutes if I take a quick hydration break. And it's a good time to do it because there's a helicopter hovering overhead. It's not actually hovering. But yeah, Nashville is full of hospitals, so there's always a lot of helicopters. So let's see who we need to thank for that hydration break while that very loud helicopter goes past. Why don't we go ahead and Incredimike had requested lines. That's an old favorite of mine. We'll go ahead and play lines, and I will be right back with a fresh drink, and we'll do... Wait, how are we on in-game time, actually? Is it about to be sunset? I don't like to do the hydration break when it's about to be sunset. You know, I think we're okay, but maybe just out of an abundance of caution, we're going to teleport up onto the roof here. Ten Arlen says, when did you do the bay windows? I like them. Thank you. We literally just got done with those. That's like what we were working on today for the stream. So you didn't miss much, Ten Arland. Yeah, so we are up here in this pillar now. We're going to put up our hydration break sign. We're going to move our little spider and this guy up. Hydration break. I won't wait for that. And then we are going to thank Incredimike for his Patreon support and play the song Lines, which I wrote. It's a regional composition by me and my brother Sean. Hydrations. Nope. Hydration break. BRB. I'm having so much fun with this tablet, y'all. Like, seriously, thank you for supporting the show. Because, like, I can't promise to invest all the money that y'all send me in new toys for the show because I do have to pay rent and keep the lights on and cover internet bills and all the other things. But, like, it is nice to be able to take some of the money and spend it on, like, here's something fun that makes the stream more fun. It makes me happy that when the stream is more fun because I want to do a good show for y'all. But anyway, I will be right back after this hydration break. Thank you again to Incredimike.
Power line to convey a certain brilliance, a telephone line to carry a voice, a metro line to bring us all downtown. Lines of connection, communication, not the borders of boundaries that slice and dice a nation. Divided by the chalk lines of disreputable history, past failures all laid out as we shrug with absent mystery. Those bodies left behind us while we amble on ahead, fearful of the wrong things from newspapers unread. Before I tell you what to do, or you try to tell me, by the dead. A power line from a gurgling turbine, a telephone line from a quiet room, a metro line from across the city. Maybe we'll all raise our glasses soon. They say across the fence line the grass is always butcherous, but we're not corralling cattle, fearing rainbows, violent murders. When we look out past dividers, we're unsurprised to see more folks erecting fences, becoming detainees. Before I worry about you or you worry about me, let's all dwell on ourselves. We're the private enemy, becoming who we're meant to, virtuous and creative. We won't dread the different, the strange or unrelated. A power line to convey certain brilliance, a telephone line to carry a voice, a metro line to bring us home, to bring us home.
Hey, Soka, that's why Jean-Luc's a Wallen, lost jawlogs and white timbers. And Shaka, I see, was on his army. Yeah, Shaka when all the walls fall. Ha 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 ha. But I don't know if Jean-Luc gets these lost jawlogs and white timbers. They're falling again. Good night, Eladril, we love you. Dathan has left the planet.
Welcome back, everyone. My name is Joe Hills, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. That was some music I wrote, performed by my brother Sean Hills. We are on top of a tower because I had to take a quick hydration break. This is a super dangerous place to be now because this whole area is not very well lit, and so there's mobs everywhere. If you've never been to a Joe Hill stream before, you might notice that the camera is huge. That's because tips make the camera bigger when we hit certain milestones. We are currently 7 away from the next face camera expansion. Don't worry, it won't only make my eyes bigger. It'll make the camera slightly more transparent because clearly everybody wants to see less of this. So let's see, if we ender pearl wildly over here, are we going to be far enough away from the nearest mobs to use a bed? Maybe. Okay, the problem is creepers can spawn all over this thing. And other stuff. There's another stuff. And another stuff's gone. And another stuff's gone. Ba-ba-dum-bum-ba-dum. So, anyway, if only we had magic light bushes like glars. I wanted to vote for the good times with glar, but it didn't work out. I mean, I voted for it. I was successful at voting. I failed at winning. But anyway, yay. Welcome, one and all. Sheeny says, I'm always amazed at your ender pearl skills. Thank you. You're too kind. It's just practice. 1,539 days without a without an elytra. Okay, I will say I took a hydration break because I know I'm starting to get tired. So we're going to switch away from complex mathematics and geometry. And And we're going to switch to basic restocking type tasks, things that need to get done, but don't necessarily need my full brain fully operational. So, let's go ahead. We're going to empty enough of our inventory that we can do that task. We're going to clear this out. This is normal sandstone. And sand goes in here. Sand. Sand, go in there. Boom. Birch goes in here. Our extra scaffolds will go in here. We're just clearing everything out. And over here we can dump our extra fancy copper stairs for later. Whew. Okay. My burdens feel so much lighter. Okay, first thing we're going to do is we're going to go through all of these chests that are mine. Some of these are Cleo's. Like that one's Cleo's, that one's Cleo's. And we're going to pull out anything in these chests. Once again, these ones are Cleo's, though. So we're not going to steal all of Cleo's dirt coins. Whoa! Cleo has that much copper? Does she know she has that much copper? I do have a bright green suit on. If I hold my wrist in front of... I'm actually wearing the suit because I wasn't sure if we were going to hit Beetlejuice tonight. So I've actually got my... If I step back here on the camera, you can see that I've got the tie on and the proper... I'm wearing the green, what do you call it? Button-down shirt today in case we need the Beetlejuice. Although it doesn't look like we're going to hit it tonight, which is fine. But I did want to be ready. I'm already wearing the green button-down shirt and the black tie. So, honestly, there's just something about wearing a tie when I go to work that I enjoy. And I think a big part of that is everywhere I've ever worked, you're not really supposed, like, nobody expects you to show up in a tie. And so anytime that I showed up at work with a button-down shirt and a tie on, they usually assumed I was going for a job interview on my lunch break. And that's a great feeling. Because in fairness, that was the only time I ever wore a button-down shirt with a tie to those jobs. So it reminds me of good times. Good ties with Joe remind me of good times with jobs. But yeah, no, I don't know. I like wearing a tie because, like I said, I normally don't wear them for work. I would wear them for special occasions and getting the heck out. This is my flight gear. Not like flying pilot gear. This is not my jumpsuit. This is my getting ready to flee gear, which is always a good feeling when you're in a job you don't love. Okay. So other work that we need to do. We're short on mushrooms. We need a lot of mushroom blocks for this. We need a lot of dripstone. We gathered some dripstone earlier, but we haven't gathered a lot of mushroom blocks. We need to go through... Oh, the thing I was saying, though, was we need to go and pull... Before we do anything else, we're going to grab anything that's a potion thing and bring it over to the Drawn and Courtier. Dang it. So these ones are mine. Any of this potion stuff? No. Potion stuff. Surprisingly, no. Potion stuff. Wow, I really don't have... Apparently I've done a better job than I thought. Okay, slime balls can be kind of potion stuff if you combine them with the fire stuff. I've got, like, a bunch of my random tools in here that, like, maybe should be consolidated into one tool chest, too. Like, just as I'm thinking this through. Let's consolidate some of this, at least. Let's consolidate the extra tools in with the extra books. So, these are the extra tools. Yeah, because then I still have my full suite of my normal three... Yeah. So I've got these 5 different ones. I've got the 2 alternate shovels, picks. Oh my gosh, too tired. Let's pull the blocks out of these, though, because we don't need those in there. We can consolidate those into a different chest. Okay, so we're going to put this one with the tools in here for now. Okay, I'm realizing... Okay, we're getting the tool one back out. Getting the tool one back out. And we're going to put a bunch of other tools in it. I'm realizing we should maybe dye it light blue because a lot of the tools we're putting in are light blue. Oh, also these flower pots can go back at the flower thing. That drip leaf is actually super rare. That should maybe go somewhere too. That should go maybe in our valuables chest. Because drip leaf is super valuable. Extra sword. Oh, this armor and tools. Maybe we put that in here too. I don't know. Wow, there's way less potion stuff than I thought there was gonna be in here. Oh, here's bone meal. We do need bone meal. Okay, so the only potion stuff we have is a single glass bottle that we needed to carry back anyway. Really? That's kind of shocking. I mean, I believe it. Oh, yeah, we got lava buckets. We do need to do those. Was the iron axe a silk touch? Yeah, it was. The mushroom... Oh, we actually need... We need that for the mushroom gathering expedition. So we're going to hold on to that one. And I'm realizing I did not put any of the rest of them in there. Oh boy, okay. That's fine. Okay. Tool chest, going away. Why is drip leaf valuable? It's hard to get. No, that was Smart Mahi 0. Hey, also Mahis, I'm assuming that's the same Mahis that was in the Mystery Pinball Theater 3000 theater last night. Good job. Hey, looks like we just got a tip for 50. Woo! From George. Thank you for the incredibly generous support, George. 7, that gets you 1 face camera expansion. 27, that's 2. 47, that's 3. And then we got 3 left over, putting us 17 away from the next face camera expansion. So here we go. Let's process all 3 of those face camera expansions now. Thank you again to George. Anybody else who wants to help us support the show, tips are welcome via paypal.me/showhills and YouTube Super Chat. So anyway, here we go. It's time to expand just do. And that first expansion, brr, is going to get us down to a frigid 32%. Fahrenheit. Next up, we are going to lower that opacity once again after expanding Jost, numero dos, lowering that down now to 24%. And numero trace, even larger spectral face, lowering the opacity now to 20%. Boom. There it is. Thank you so much, George. You're welcome for the fun shows. Thank you for helping me make these for everyone watching. And I am ready. It's a little bit late at night. We're going to do some late night chores. Woo! Let's get things done on the server. Let's go ahead and drop off the extra bottles. And the slime, I guess. That's something at least. Yay. But yeah. Okay. So, extra bottles can go in here. To some degree, I'm almost like... Wow, we have a lot of extra iron tools in here, too. Oh, that's from when I went to the, when we did all the dragon fights. Oh, wait. We can consolidate these down, too. We got a lot of slow-falling potions we can make. You know what? Speaking of chores, we've got a bunch of empty things here. We got a bunch of empty inventories. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Let's get some nether wart in there. Boom. Boom. Okay. We can go ahead and we have enough glass here to make some more bottles. Yeah, because we got the 2 of those are empty. That's fine. So, boom, 6 more bottles. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. Joe Hills is hanging out and brewing on Saturday night. It'd be cool to do a real brewing stream. Like, the Acquisitions Intoxicated streams are so amazing. Seeing Eric and Jerry, like, devise new beer recipes. That was one of the highlights of my week back when I had my day job. I could listen to that while I was working. And, okay. 1 here. Awkward potion. 1 here. 1 here. Yeah, when those no good bots come in through YouTube, I do try to ban them immediately. But if you report them, it's more likely that YouTube will actually like go and like IP ban them or investigate them. So feel free to report any bots that you see. Because even though it doesn't necessarily, like, I'm already banning them, but it does make it harder for them to come back if YouTube gets a bunch of reports. Because it's algorithmic. So just because the streamer clicks, like, ban, that doesn't necessarily mean that YouTube trusts us to do it right. But if it sees, like, hey, this person got banned and 25 people reported them, that's way more likely to get a response. Because, yeah, that bot has been popping in for weeks now. So, yeah. Okay. Are my glasses to see better things that are near or far? Why not both? Okay. Alex the Boar says, I love my single-player world, but it's nicer with your stream in the background to make it more fun. I'm also in my late-night easy task mode. Hey, I'm glad to hear it. Hope you're having a good time. Saturday night, we're just here to relax. Have a good one, you know? So we got a bunch of potions of slow fall in here that we can now offload into our tap room. Well, that one's full. Oh, wait. I knew I had some cyan or light blue dye somewhere. We're going to dye our tool chest light blue because diamonds are light blue. That'll make it more recognizable. Boom, look at that. We've got like 3 colorful chests now. It's almost like we're organized. Welcome, Helena. Howdy. Helena, I don't know if you've been here recently. Have you seen the new overlays that we've got? Look at this. Howdy, Helena. Welcome. Welcome. I also drew a spider and an LA in the spider web. But yeah, I got, that was one of the things I've been working on this weekend, or last weekend, was drawing on stream. Like, literally drawing on the stream. Like, here's the stream, and then I'm like, oh, here's a triangle. And now it's a pizza, because it's got some pepperoni, and, yeah, yum. Everybody loves pizza. Nom 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 nom. From the stream, it devours. Okay. So, did I tell the other hermits about my tablet pen? No. Mahi Ziowo, that's like really kind of rude to be like, hey y'all, guess what I got? I got a new stylus for my tablet. You know. Like, that's weird to, like, be bragging about. Who's on the server at the moment? Asks Grim. Just me. It is Saturday night, though, so that's not surprising. This is usually a pretty slow evening on the server. Honestly, in a non-COVID year, I would be off tonight, too. But I've been trying to stream more often while folks can't necessarily go out safely or get babysitters and stuff as they usually, you know. Just one little thing I can do to help a little bit here and there. When situations are broadly outside of our control. You know, there's a Fred Rogers quote who did Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. And he was like, when children are upset about things, like natural disasters and stuff, you know, it's good to point them toward the folks who are trying their best to help out. Look for the helpers. And the thing is that the corollary to that is, this is a quote for children. When there's problems in the world and you're an adult, it's not your job to look at the helpers and feel better. It's your job to say, what amount of help can I contribute? How can I be a helper? And you know what? I'm not a nurse. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a biologist or biophysicist. I'm an entertainer. And so if I can do a few extra streams a week to help people relax who are dealing with a hard time right now, you know what? That's some small way that I can feel better. Not because I'm looking at the helpers, but because I'm helping where I can. And, you know, I hope that, you know, y'all find ways to contribute as well. Because, yeah, right now, the world's a mess. And it's a mess in ways that are huge and difficult to comprehend. And so the best we can do is just a little bit here and there. And so, yeah, it's Saturday night. A lot of people aren't streaming because it's Saturday night. In a better year, I wouldn't be streaming, but here I am. I'm having a good time, though. It's pleasant. We're having a relaxing evening stream. We're restocking some things. Dang it, I forgot to put the slimes in the thing. We need to go, actually, the big task that we have to do right now is we have to go harvest a bunch of mushrooms. What type of tablet is it? Asked Fried Egg. It doesn't matter. Any tablet that you can mirror to your desktop, which is basically any tablet, you get some drawing software, you set the background to green, and you can basically do what I'm doing here. Like, this particular setup is not sophisticated. Like, that's the incredible thing about technology these days. Is it's not like, oh, you need to spend $8,000 on this fancy Hollywood equipment to draw on your screen. No, any tablet you can mirror to your desktop. You can have OBS capture as a source. You set the background of the tablet to green. So if I turn off here, I'm going to turn off the filter, the chroma filter on the tablet here. So basically, I have a drawing background that's just green. Hi, this text is not green, though. Right? And so the thing is that then when I turn the filter back on, that's all it is. It is literally that you could get the cheapest drawing software that lets you set a green background and the cheapest tablet that lets you draw on it. You don't even need the stylus. Just because I have a lot of experience drawing with a stylus for one of my old jobs where we had like, oh my gosh, I had like the 27-inch Cintiq. It might have been 24, but my goodness, it was like a $3,000 drawing monitor, and it was the best. But yeah, one of my previous jobs, I did a lot of graphic design work because they couldn't understand the difference between like a software developer and a graphic designer. It was all computer work to them. But hey, Scar's here. Good evening, Scar. But yeah, oh my gosh. I love drawing, and I haven't gotten to do it very much lately. And so this is kind of also my excuse to have fun messing around and drawing. And so it makes me happy, you know? It's just nice. Okay, so we need to grab the extra baby mushrooms. Here. Devin Crotties points out you could even do this with MS Paint and a mouse on your existing desktop. Yeah, that's technically true. You're right. You could just have a separate window source in OBS and do this without a tablet. Sam Perry, howdy is short for how do you do. And so really any culture that has historically said how do you do can use howdy. You can abbreviate. False might have mushroom blocks. The thing is, we need to do, okay. So this is something that comes up sometimes. People are like, why don't you just go buy from so-and-so shop? And it's like, the problem is we need like 27 stacks. So we need to fill in this entire lower wall here. and then again back on that far side there, right? So we need a ton of mushroom blocks. We need a ton of logs. We can't afford to buy as many mushroom blocks as we need, so Cleo has created a little mushroom block shop. Or not shop, farm. It's not really a farm because it's not an auto farm. It's like, it's a room that I can stand in with limited sunlight to grow mushroom blocks. But, yeah. We have established a room for that. Okay. But Fantasy Animal Vegan says, dang, Joe, the build looks amazing. Thank you so much. And Centauratron says, your streams have got me through some rough times recently. It's nice to have something I can look forward to most every night at the same time. You know, here's the thing, Centauratron. I am happy to claim credit for helping. I am not trying to be humble here or, like, pretend, like, oh, because I don't think highly of myself that, like, I didn't help. Because you know what? I did help. But you know what? Like, when folks say, like, you got me through some rough times, it's like, I assisted while you got you through some rough times. You did the hard work of showing up and dealing with whatever you had to deal with. And, yeah, I was there, and I did help. But you should be proud of yourself, too. Because if you're at the point where you can acknowledge, like, hey, this other person helped me, ask yourself, what did I help you do? Because chances are, it was pretty hard, and you deserve some credit for it, too. So, good for you, Centauratron. I'm glad that I could help in my way, but I'm also happy for you doing what you needed to do as well. So, let's go ahead and see what we got over here. I think that we put in a door at some point to the back room with the mushrooms. Yeah. Okay, so here's the mushroom area door. So the idea is you plant the mushroom here, and you bone meal it. Now, this one does not have silk touch. That's the fortune one. We don't want that. We want the... Okay, so, boop. Nope, wrong. We're already doing it wrong. Okay. If you use Podzol, you don't need a dark room anymore. Really? Oh, that's cool. Well, we already built the dark room, though, so I think we're probably going to keep using it. Just, okay. So, sunk cost fallacy. Yeah. We're there. Okay. So I do need to occasionally switch back to the fortune pick, though, so I can get enough mushrooms out of this to continue. Because we don't want to burn all of our baby mushrooms. Okay. Keep thinking good. Oh, I'm glad that my work has inspired you on your own. Good luck with your castles. That's one of the fun things about art, is we all do it in our own way. And, like, I love seeing people do cool stuff because it makes me want to do cool stuff. And if my work is encouraging others the same way, then hey, that's pretty good. Right? That's pretty good. Okay. Dang it. No wonder Cleo has the composter there. It's probably because she's accidentally triggered a bunch of grass growing all the time in here, too. Probably should have a floor that's not dirt, but whatever. It's fine. Yeah, you never get a super tall mushroom with this room. You can always reach them. So, like, this does help. Oops. I could change the floor to something obnoxious. Yeah, let's get the cyan terracotta back in here. Cleo will love that. Yeah, there's not much room to grow, Alex Cat. Very good. Ay. How are we on daylight? Let's keep, yeah, okay, so I was right. I was like, I think it's about to be dark out. Let's get our ender pearl, and can pearl up here and sneak in the back. Change the floor to be pixel art of part of Cleo's face with the mushroom right on her nose. I don't know that Cleo would enjoy that as much as I would enjoy that. So I'm gonna maybe say no. Okay. On some level, I keep thinking maybe I should like... Oh, that's why we don't do that, because these floors aren't actually the same level. Why don't we have those the same height? Since when is HermitCraft 8 out? We launched HermitCraft Season 8, I think, back in... Was it April, y'all? It feels like maybe April. But I'm not sure. I'm sure there's some actual... June. Okay. Honestly, the last 18 months have just run together to the degree that I keep saying 18 months, but I'm pretty sure it's been like 21 now. Jory says, I've treated myself to a big drawing monitor as a graduation gift, and it's one of the best purchases I've ever made. Awesome. It's good for you, Jory. Yeah, having the right tools for the job when you're doing something creatively, like, it can just really open up your ability to focus on the execution of your vision. So that's cool. Wait, did that axe not harvest any baby mushrooms? What? Did that completely backfire? Where's the baby mushrooms? No, 15. What? Okay, that's wrong. Hold on. Do we need to use the hoe for the baby mushrooms? No, I think the axe is the right tool. We're just not getting any. Or it's not generating them. Does it not generate them every time? Is that how it works? Okay, we're definitely getting them now, so... Launch Bay says you got 12 from that. Okay, maybe I'm just... Yeah, you know what? I'm thinking I'm just tired. Well, this should be a fortune. Yeah, fortune 3, efficiency 4. Not a guarantee, but fortune generates more. Thank you, Yurgi. And Griesvinder. Yeah, y'all's insight into the game mechanics is helpful. Helena says, I always thought building a real-life castle to scale in Minecraft was too intimidating. But seeing you and Cleo do it, I'm inspired to build my favorite castle from Scotland. Awesome. Good for you. I don't know why I got so high up in the register there. Awesome. I'm just happy for you. Okay. Yeah, ergonomics on your tools can also... Yeah, anything that lets you work longer is a huge boon. That's one of the reasons that I don't stream for too long at a given time. Because, like, this setup is better than the one I used to have. But, like, I really can only do a few hours at a time. Or I'm going to have trouble. But realistically, that's true of most jobs. You should always get up and walk around every hour. Okay. So, here we go. No point in portioning the stems. Good to know. Okay. Well, we got enough brown mushroom blocks to maybe hold us over for a little bit. We'll go put those in storage. Actually, let's put the baby brown mushrooms back in the chest there for later. Maybe we'll clear this up too, just as a path. And add some torches as well. Wait, we had some extra copper blocks back here? I've just dumped copper everywhere, apparently. Boom. Baby mushrooms. Hey, welcome back, Dondi. Yeah, we are about 2 hours into the stream. I'm not sure how much later we're going to go. We're just knocking out some late night tasks, like easy stuff, gathering mushrooms, you know, operating farms, that sort of thing. Hey, welcome JJ Stuff. Glad you could join us this evening. Okay. So let's get these mushroom blocks back where they belong. Is there a good pool here? No, that would be easier if it was. Doc has an entire desert full of copper weathering. I believe it. Doc doesn't do anything at small scale. It's so much copper. Yep, sounds like Doc. We've got some copper weathering. Well, it's not weathering. It's just already weathered over here. I've just been putting it down at the base of this. So if Cleo needs it, she can find it. Boom. So we went from roughly 2 stacks to almost 9. That's not bad. That's 4 times as many as we had before. Our dripstone, not super great. I'm going to be honest. We are going to need dripstone for this next phase too. Our oak wood we're okay on. Our birch wood we're better off on. Lizzie Mack! The wonder from down under. Welcome. Welcome. We are just hanging out here on the HermitCraft server. I've been adding windows to the castle. For those of y'all who are just joining us, I saw we had several people just come in. We just upgraded this window here to be properly set up with that double window on the top. We added this big set of bay windows with this copper roof right there to match the one that you can see behind it. We have just added several new windows on this back wall, as well as these going up this tower here. There's a bunch of tiny windows going up this tower, as well as a bunch that go around there. So, yeah, why don't we, oh, I know why we don't ender pearl. Because we need more ender pearls! Seriously, we need so many more ender pearls. Okay, cool, cool, cool. You know what I should have done is I should have left the extra bone meal also in there. Dang it, there was more glass that needed to go. It's fine. We're going to move the gold pants into here temporarily so we have them. Let's free up some extra inventory space, though, by moving some of this stuff back into the valuables chest. And let's get the change purse out here. This is where the slightly less valuable stuff goes, like some ink sacks, you know, that sort of thing. But I see that there's a bunch of stuff in here that could easily, justifiably go into here. So we're just going to load those up like so. Boom. Getting stuff done on the live stream. Live from the HermitCraft server. It's Saturday night. NJ Coffee Junkie says, the best thing I could have done was have Mantigag set up a second monitor for me. Sounds like one of the best things he could have done. So I hope you said thank you. Because that is indeed awesome. Yeah, having a proper workspace makes a big difference. Okay. So part of me wants to just go fill up these lava buckets, and because we actually gave Tango a whole bunch of lava, and so we have way less lava than we used to. That should be a quick run. We can make that before the sun goes down, he says unconvincingly. Okay, so there's a huge lava pool that's right off the horse trail that I'm trying to drain over here. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Yay, 9 buckets of lava. We'll have this empty eventually. The Drawn Chair says, it's really nice to catch a live stream every now and then. I usually can't because of my sleep schedule. Well, I hope you're having a great weekend, The Drawn Chair. Glad you could join us today on the HermitCraft server. Okay, that was a little bit of an overshoot from our smelter there where we need to be. Let's go ahead and load this extra lava in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we'll load the other 4. Probably should actually make a bunch more buckets, but let's go ahead and move the smooth sandstone as well. That's a big part of what we're doing tonight, is we're just going through and moving things around, getting stuff done here and there. Now, if we come out on our balcony here, we'll see the sun's getting real low, as the kids might say. Let's consolidate these. Yurgi says my brain wouldn't know how to handle a second screen. Well, you could ease into it, Yurgi. Just use the second screen in the short term to, like, show a picture of your favorite horse, or, I don't know, a herd of wild ponies running free across the plains or something. And then, you know, slowly you'll be like, well, what if I put, like, my text document with a bunch of notes up there? Or what if I put, you know, this other, like, reference thing up there, you know? You don't have to jump into the second monitor all at once. What do I think of the Ale? Well, I think that spider's about to eat it. Oh no! Nom 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 nom. Down there in the lower left. Okay, so we're gonna offload these extra things. Ezra Manning says, I can't function without 2 monitors. It's very hard to stream with only 1 monitor. I can generally function on just my laptop, but for streaming, you really gotta have the second. And, like, if I'm at a day job where I have to check email all the time, having the email up on the second monitor so I can glance at it occasionally is reassuring, I find. Okay. So we've offloaded that from there. This is all really finally coming together. It's wild. Go ahead and clean off some of those extra torches we don't need anymore. Those were just markers. Some of these were for counting. Dang it, why can't I jump over this? I'm out of range of the jump boost. Dang it, jump boost. Be closer. Stupid jump boost. So, when I look at this wall over here, one thing that's notable is that in the actual original one, there is a tower that's on the top of that we could build out. My skin isn't a Steve skin. Look at this. I've got an ad on my shirt. I've got green hair. I've got blue jeans. Come on. Tired Really says, this is the first stream I've seen of yours, and it's 5 a.m. I'm starting to see why I missed them. Yeah, well, that is, you know, there's a reason my theme song is Lay Your Head Down and Dream. You don't have to stay up and watch this. You can go to bed. In fact, I'm probably going to go to bed pretty soon, too, because, fun fact, it is 11 o'clock here. That means we've been streaming for 6 hours today, admittedly with meal breaks, but yeah. We did 3 2-hour streams so far. This is the third 2-hour stream of the day. So, anyway, let's go ahead and see who else is streaming out there in the broader world via the Twitch directory. Wow, Fox City's Pinball is still going. We rated them earlier today. I don't like rating the same people more than once in a day, though, because that feels kind of, like, creepy. Like, I'm trying to get attention. And I don't need attention. I'm Joe Hills. But hey, it looks like the Wild Dog Arcade is streaming. What game are they streaming? Ooh, oh yeah, they're streaming their Alien Pinball Table. This is like, a very rare pinball table. So why don't we go ahead and raid them. When you get over there, say howdy, y'all. Joe Hill's raid here. Alrighty. Well, it's been so fun, y'all. Thank you to everybody who's showed up and supported the streams. Thank you for everybody who watched Minecon live with me earlier today or who participated in the Halloween build contest. We have had 3 incredibly successful, fun streams today, and that is because the community is fun. And you know what? I hope y'all are successful too. So, until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring.